Enzo, it's our first chance to talk to you since Enzo Macc failed in his attempt to become undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. Let's start with that, even though we've got a lot coming up for yourself personally and your Newport gym here. First of all, how is Enzo Macc?
I spoke to him a couple of times already. He's supposed to be here today, and he's got over it. I think obviously it hurt first of all because it's more that, and I think his pride was hurt a lot because he knows damn well that he could have, he should have performed, a lot better. He won't raise his and he's not stupid enough.
Gavin Rees, thank you very much.
We're doing Gav now. We're doing. You come back there. I was talking about fight. Don't go, Gav. I'll talk you after. Don't go on. Okay. And. Yeah, at the end of the day, he's not naive. He's a very, very intelligent guy, and I tell you straight, right? He knows in his own heart of hearts, he knows exactly what went wrong. So just leave it there. But one thing I will say, we'll come back stronger, better, and sometime I hate the old cliche that loss is good for you. I don't believe that. But at the end of the day, it happens. It's not the end of the world, but it does happen to you.
I did want to ask you, Enzo, just for you to clarify, because there have been rumours that he wants to retire and come back. But just for his fans, this is not the end of Enzo Macc, is it?
Listen, Connie, without a effing bit of joke, this guy is ready to rumble again. Let's be honest about it. And I would be the first one to say this, if he were dismantled by best ability of a guy, and I felt there's something flaws in his style, I would probably say, first of all, Enzo, it's time to back in. There's no way whatsoever I'm thinking of lying, because he said before, on the fight night, he said, Enzo, beat Enzo. Then that's the bottom line. Whether that likes, it sounds awful to David Hay. I'm not taking nothing away whatsoever from him. He achieved his goal. He done a good job. But at the end of the day, it's only before, I believe, and he'll probably say that Enzo did underperform. Enzo, so there is no qualms about retiring. That's the absolute stupid line. It's stupid if you think about it. There's no way. He's got a world still under his feet, and trust me, he will be world champion again before the end of the year.
Well, let's move on. March the 22nd, it's the second of your three close world title fights, obviously Joe Calzaghe being the third in April. March 22nd is Gavin Rees defending his WBA light welterweight belt. Now, Enzo, for a man like Gavin, who's normally quite quiet, he doesn't always, not used to the limelight, how's he handled this spotlight on him?
I think Gavin could be in a 4-round fight or 12-round fight or world champion or Commonwealth champion would mean nothing to him. Basically, he likes to enjoy the sport. He doesn't take much notice. I don't know if you ask him and he's got WBA title, he'll probably think, oh yeah, I forgot about that. He's not one of those type of guys who gets overawed by the occasion events. He just turn-ups, knows very little about his opponents. For him a fight is a fight, and that's a good thing. That's a great thing, because he's not one of those classical thinking that will be ruled by occasion or overruled by the guy boxing. He says the guy got 2 arms, 2 legs. As long as I abide by that. I like it. I like his attitude. I know you say you've got to look at and respect his opponent. He does respect his opponent, but he respects himself as well. He does believe in himself that he is number one there. So therefore, you can't take that away, and that's a good bonus to have a guy thinking that, rather than thinking guy is number one and you're number 2.
It's a mandatory defence, so it's a very tough defence. Al comes in, he likes to swarm, move, get in and get out. Is that going to be enough against Kotelnik?
Well, at the end of the day, I don't know what I know. I've seen Kotelnik. Can I say we call it? He does speak for itself. He beat Kinderland in the amateurs. He's a top pedigree. He's boxed world titles such as San Mumbai twice. So he knows his craft. He ain't no muggins. This guy is no muggins. That's why he's man the world contender. Simple as that. But if you start thinking that too much, then in comes the shit at the fans, then you're in the shit street, because simply care much about what the guy is, instead of concentrating much on what you can do. I'm more concerned really is how Gavin will come into this fight. As long as he's well prepared, 100% commitment to what will be done in his life, the victory, at the end of the day, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, but I hope that he's accepts it's going to be hard and stay in win until the very end. And when I think ability starts, I think Gavin has got the ability to try to progress further down the line to different value, to different type of style of fights.
Let's move on, because we know that when the fights room was, it's normally a busy night for you. Kerry Hope, Tony Doherty on the undercard as well. Big test for Kerry Hope, moving up to 10 rounds for him. Is he ready?
Listen, about Kerry Hope, I'm pleased for him, because he's been asking me for at least 2 years now. Step me up, man. He was getting a bit downhearted because he'd been really, really subdued. I find it present sometimes come in and think he's feeling down. But at the end, don't forget, he had 11 fights, 11 wins, and he, going back to about a year ago, he was ranked number 20 or 30. You know, so I think he's asked me all the time, Enzo, step me up, for which I think this fight with Matthew Hall is absolute type of ingredients that he wants. You know, it's not, you know, obviously, take nothing away from Matthew Hall. He's a top-class fighter, good boy, and that's what he wants to, obviously, you know, compete against. He wants to find his ability as well. And I think he's got a lot of ability.
And Teddy Doherty coming back off that defeat against Kevin McIntyre, how's he going to go?
Well, I hopefully, obviously, you know, I'm not there to redeem people's lives. You know, that's not my job. You know, I'm only there to help them to probably improve a bit. And, you know, and then I feel it's a class act. You know, I didn't see the last fight, whether beat by the better man, I don't know. I didn't see it. He'll know that himself. But I know and I believe he's got a lot of ability. Lots of things still to be done with him. He knows that there's lots of room for improvement. So hopefully there's on the night or Saturday night that we call it, he does himself justice to perform as good as he can.
Enzo Calzaghe, thank you very much.
You're welcome.